Hello and welcome to the Broken Doll. I've got you pointing a different direction, so I thought you need to see another side of my shop here, and I get to sit down too. This in front of you is Sticky Baby. I got her back in 2016. Thank goodness I mark the back of my pictures when I get them. On the back of my picture it says Sticky Baby 2016. So I'm like, oh good. I forgot when I got her. Now she came from... So she's about 7 years old. Well, she's more than 7 years old. 7 years I've owned her. Now, she comes with a little bit of a story. There's an antique shop. I don't think it's open any longer. I'm not sure if they're going to reopen or not. It seems like as soon as the pandemic came in, it never reopened from what I know of. It very well could have. I went out there a couple times and it was closed, but it doesn't mean it hasn't in the meantime. I have to check into it. But anyways, I got her from there. I asked the gentleman that runs the place, I said, do you have any dolls? And he says, well, I got this one that was in a garage and it's got some stuff on it, but he said, I think it's from the garage itself. Something like fell and poured on her face. If you're interested in her, you can have her. Well, I had paid a little bit for her too. So I said, all right. So I got a picture of her the day I got her. And this is her here. You can see on her face the gunk that was on there. And she was literally sticky. Literally sticky, sticky, sticky. And I had quite the time of getting that off. Now, she's a reliable doll from, I would say, the mid-50s to the 60s, somewhere in there. And I would say late 50s, early 60s. That's when she was, she came out. Just by her materials, by the way, her vinyl, her early vinyl and everything. Now, I have left her alone for quite some time. I have her in a crib in my house with a bunch of other dolls. They just sit up proudly in the crib. But I haven't done anything to her since that day I fixed her up. I've just left her alone. And I see there's some problems with her. The first problem I see is that in her hands, she has what we call plastic decay. I'm finding that on her both hands. It's just on her hands so far that I've seen. Now, when I took the stuff off of her, I had to use some pretty big material to get it off. I tried a lot of warm, soapy Dawn dish soap, but it wasn't removing it. It was very, very thick. I had to get some abrasive stuff in to help her out. But anyways, she has like little blackheads, I call them, but like little pitty areas in her there. But she's also returning back to how she was after I cleaned her. She was very, I don't know, just not it's old material and it's decaying. She's not rotting away horribly. She's not ripping apart or anything, but this is how some of these dolls from the 50s, not all, but some can go. Especially in where she was kept in her condition. This is what will happen to them. So anyways, this little baby needs another cleaning, and we're going to do that right here, right now, on camera. So I've got up my goop, and that's what I'm going to use on her. I didn't have goop at the time. I do now. So we're going to undress her, and then we're going to lay a towel out, and we're going to start cleaning her up. So let me get this down here so you can see. This table that you're looking at, this here, I got from off of the Facebook Marketplace, and it came with a couple chairs. I've enjoyed this table. It's a nice little sewing table, right height for sewing. Her clothes are even dusty, so I'm going to take them in. We're going to wash them up, and we're going to give them another new life again, just like what we're going to do to her. Now, she is marked on the back of her neck, reliable. Now, you can see in her picture here, she had two bodies, I think 2 or 3 bodies on her. She was fixed, and refixed, and then fixed again type of thing. So I had to take all the layers of her body off, and each one was rotten. This one wasn't too bad, as you can see, but I didn't like how it laid on her, how her body was structured. So I don't like the body she has even now. I'm not happy with it, but it works for the time being. And does she need a better body? Yes. Will I get her one? We'll see down the road, because I got a lot of dolls screaming for help. But right now, I'm going over a lot of my dolls, and you're going to see a lot of my doll collection coming up. I'm going to bring them out, and we're going to clean some of them up, because I need to start doing that with my dolls. I've left them too long, and they need cleaning, and they need to be changed. I've got a lot that have not been changed in years. Like I say, I'm not one to like play with my dolls or anything like that. They sit on a shelf, and that's what they do. So, oh, she's got even a paper diaper on a disposable diaper. Oh, her socks came off. How are her feet? Well, she's got a little bit starting in here, in the crevice of her foot in here, just a little tiny bit. So we're going to conquer that, and let's see what we can do for her here, you know. This body is a replacement body I got from Japan or China. I think it was one of those places. I think China, a China body. Now, it works. It does work for her. It does very well for her. I don't know if I got it from Dolls by Sandy, or I can't remember. It looks like she could use a little bit more stuffing in her, so we're going to do that for her. She's got this crease right here. I don't want to get her too hard in stuffing, but I don't like this here. It's because her head's heavy. It's very, oh, it's sticky too. So anyways, let's get a towel down. I got a towel over here, right over here for her. Let me get it. There we go. I brought in a towel for her. I buy old towels from the Salvation Army if I can get them, or like from the thrift stores, wherever. Mostly from the Salvation Army because they're cheaper there. And there we go. This baby is ready. Oh, let's take the back of her neck so you can see that she is a reliable doll. It does say reliable right in there. I hope you can see that. Does it show up? Well, I'm going to hope it does, because I know it's pretty faded, but it's there, though. It does say Reliable. Reliable is a Canadian company. It started back in the 1920s, I think it was. So, there we go. So we're going to start with her face, and I don't care if the lip stuff comes off or not, because it's starting not to stay on anyways. You can see on her lips that I did get it up by the lips here, but I think it's fallen off. But let's start just cleaning her up. And did anybody get all this snow? We just got a big dump of snow. I just went. My daughter's going to call me anytime here because for my supper. And we're eating late today. I went out and I did snow removal. We got quite the dump of snow. We were doing so good. I was loving it. I was just loving the fact of the lack of snow. And I was riding my bike all over the place. Oh, look at the dirt that's coming off. So she's dirty. That's what a lot of this could be. It's just dirt. And that's, you know, she just needs a good cleaning again. One thing about goop is it really takes off. Like it could take off her hair, but I can always spray if I have to. Now on vinyls you will use latex, not latex, acrylic paint. Sorry, you know. So that's what you would use on her if you're going to spray her hair. Can you see all this that's happening? I'm going to move you out just a little bit more. There you go. That might help you. There we go, excuse me. Something how much you can still get off these dolls. Like, I probably could wash her again and still get dirt off of her, because being out in that garage, it did a number on her. Oh, there we go. It just takes it's hard on these vinyl dolls. Just like our compositions, they still need to be respected and put in a place where you live. And I know it's hard to always show the dolls properly like this. Like I said, I got many in a crib. You know, you see a crib and you just like to put one doll in it. But I have about 5 or 6 dolls in one of my little doll. Oh, it's a vintage doll crib. And but boy, she feels so much different. This goop is really great stuff when it comes to cleaning your dolls. Just, oh, I love it for just cleaning the eyes and getting in and around your doll. This stuff is wonderful, especially on these old gals here, these old dolls. And oh, nice. I'm going to try to stay away from this year buying dolls, because I don't even look, because I've just got so many that are begging for help that I can't keep up with them all. So, which tells me I don't want to say that word. The word is too many. I hope you heard that. I don't believe in that. I just believe I just need to start taking some time and do about a doll a day or a doll every so often, and just rescue it and put some clean clothes on it, wash up the clothes that I have, and maybe put them on a different doll. Every doll looks different in the clothes. But let's do it around the back of the head again. This part of the head is just unbelievable. It just feels different from that stickiness. It's gone now. And it just, oh, beautiful. That is nice. Okay, this might have to be, now this video might be done in different parts. So be prepared for that, because I'm already at 9 minutes here. So I might, you know, put a part 1, part 2 type of thing going on here. Now, this hand here with this white stuff, let's see if we can get some of that off. And might have to get a toothbrush and get it. No, I guess I'm getting right in there pretty good. There we go. Oh yeah, that stuff just all came right out. Yeah, it came right off the doll's hands. It just can't fight against this being cleaned up. Now, I don't know if it was baby powder. Maybe it was baby powder, but I can't remember if I put baby powder on her. I might have to try to lower the stickiness off of her. I don't care if this her red lips come out. See, it's taking some of it out. I don't care. I'm going to strip that out of there anyways, and she's going to get a repaint on her lips, and we're going to try to do some. She's got little eyelashes down here, so we're going to try to copy some of those and go right around and do some of those eyelashes as well. Oh yeah, we can get in there and do some magic on her. But it's really something. I'm going to take I'm going to get I'm going to get them right now. I'm thinking of them, but I'm not saying it. What am I looking for? Q-tips. Where's my Q-tips here? I just did a bunch of them yesterday, and I put them in a container. And that's just like me. I put them in a container, and then I can't find what I did with them. What did I do with you? Oh, there they are. Right here. I just filled this up yesterday. Where are we at? 11 minutes. Okay, we're doing good. I can get to about 18, and then you're going to get cut off. So if I cut off, you know I'm coming back with more, okay? So just stay tuned for part 2. So we're going to dunk in here, and we're going to just go right in that eye. Right in those eyes in there, and just get this out. I just find that she just feels so much cleaner. Oh my word, does she feel clean. Yeah, let's see if we can get that. If it will come out, that her coloring will come out just or fade away. I can go right over it with some more paint later, you know, so some acrylic paint. But hey, all the better for me. The less I have to deal with, the better. So we don't want that coloring to stay on her face because it can stain. It might stain, I don't know. There we go. As long as her mouth is clean, then we can get right in there and we can. There we go. But oh yeah, she's feeling a lot better. Just in feel alone, you can feel that difference. Like even up in her eye still, I can still see old dirt in her eyeball. Just, you think you get it all, but you don't. And I think I was in a rush back then to get this doll done because I had so much going on at the time. I was still working full time. And now I'm a little bit different now. Oh, I can get that away from her. I'm a little bit different now because I'm retired now, and I've got the time to take and just, you know, relax and do it right, you know. And not that I did any harm to her, it's just I didn't give her the full attention that she needed. Oh, there we go. Let's go back in here, just on the back of her head. Just get some of this off. Where's my Q-tips here? And let's do the other ear too. You can still see the old dirt in her. You can see it on the Q-tip. It's coming right off. Let's get some more. You can see I'm using this stuff very liberally. Like I'm putting a lot on her. Because she is in need of this really bad. I wish I had this stuff back then. I didn't have this then. And this would have been wonderful to have had back then, but I didn't have it, so do now. So I hadn't heard of this stuff before. I heard of Gojo because we have it at work, but there we go. I don't know what it is. Whenever I make a video, my cat decides to use her cat box right when I'm making a video. So if you hear some scraping, hear that? That's my cat. That's Mabel. Going to the bathroom right in front of us. Oh, well, not, you can't see her, but she's doing her magic. That's her magic. Oh, her fingers are doing so much better. You can see the improvement on her already. Okay, let's flip her. Oh, I'll do her leg on this side too. And now her limbs didn't get it because they were, you know, down lower. It's just her, like her. It must have been when it spilled. It went like this on her, but her already her coloring on her face looks a lot better already. Like I can see the difference just in her skin tone. Just putting this stuff on her, she just looks so much nicer already, and she feels better to the hand. Now you want to let her sit. I'm not gonna. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna have to wait, and I want her to just sit with this stuff on her. And I might take her head off and stuff her, but I'm gonna leave her head off. And well, I could put it on. I guess there's nothing wrong with doing that. But I wanted to paint her, so might leave it off just to paint, you know. But her legs weren't horribly dirty, even as I remember even back then. Nor her arms, you know. But it seems like her face was the one that really caught the damage of all that gunk that was on her. And but just feeling her, she just feels so much better. What a difference in her. I put my hand on her and she would just be sticky. Now her head still has a bit of a sticky feel, and I think it's from just some of that stuff that was on her. You know, that's what I think. I think a lot of this was just what was on her, that spilt on her, and it just did a number on her, you know, and it's too bad, you know. But we'll just keep going over. I think what I might do is, once I paint her up, I'm going to seal her, and maybe that will help. If she is breaking down, to just give her a nice sealing, a seal on her, so that we can close those pores up, so that she's not leaking out any more oils out of her. And now you can see this hand. There's her hand with the white stuff. Okay, can you see that there? Now we're going to turn it in this here. So we're going to take this and just go right in here. This cloth has got a lot of stuff. See how it just comes right off. And I don't like her in beside my other dolls if she's starting to do this, because I don't know if this stuff can spread from one doll to the other. So we're going to make sure she stays clean. I've got many dolls, so I got to bring in. You're going to see coming up, and we're going to clean them together here, and just have some fun cleaning up dolls, I guess. And as I work through some of my other dolls too, I'm painting my. I've given my Bilo 3 different shades of skin tone. I didn't like none of them. I think I have settled with this one here. This one here, I'm really, really liking. The other one was too dark. The other one was too light. You know, the Bilo is the reborn of the 1920s. That doll there, when it was created by Grace Putnam, she took it to the men and scared the men. And the women loved it. They loved the baby because it looked so real to them. It was the realistic doll of the day. I mean, they had a lot of dolls that came out during that same time. They had Baby Dimples and everything. And I think Baby Dimples looks just realistic at times. There's times I just stare at her and I go, oh, wow, you look so real. Baby Bubbles, not so much. She looks dollish to me. But there's times, I will admit, that Baby Dimples can, not the small ones, but I have the great big 26, 7-inch one. Something like that. She's a great big huge baby. And at times, you look at her, you just go, oh my goodness, you just think you're going to start talking. You know, but the one that really scared the people at the time